Okay, I got it. People are coming in the room. People are coming in the room now. Okay.
The people are coming. The people are coming.
The people are coming. All right. They're starting to come. I want to make sure that I see everybody. Okay. Well, it is another day here at the Daily Antidote of Song. And boy, are we going to have some fun. And I'm just starting, the room is starting to open up and people are coming in. And Sarah Page is there from Texas. And Arlene Baxter is there from California. And Sherry over there in New Hampshire. Amanda and Miles are here from Michigan. They're holding up their hand to show you where they are in Michigan. I'm not sure where they are. There they are in Michigan. Okay. And Susan G is here. And Luda from Victoria, BC. And Bonnie from Boise, Idaho, where the potatoes grow big. All right. And Brian is here, and Julie in Ontario, and Becky is here, and Carolyn Wolf is here, and she's holding up a sign that says 848. And we have Florida Sheila.
It's day 848 of the Daily Antidote of Song. Carolyn's one of our many day counters.
Okay, that's good. And you know how when you get old, you can't remember anything. So Cliff in Vermont, he's shaking his head. He knows it all. He's from Vermont. All right, there. And Antoinette, how you doing there? And Jenny, all right. And Del, and Don, and Curly Tops, and Kevin in D.C., all right. And Kathy in Virginia, and Dan Walker, and Cricket is here, and Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? I'm going to go to the next page, and we're going to see, let's see, Kate in Charlottesville. All right, and Kathy in Virginia, and Dan Walker. How you doing there, Dan? All right, and we have Dennis. All right, and Storm. How you doing there, Storm? Let's see, Nick Ward and Diane. Good to see you, Diane. And Brown in Victoria, and Ralph in Victoria, and Fred in Silver Springs, and Aloysius over in Westford, and Ruth, and Kathy, and Gary, and Bob, and Cliff in Vermont, and Susan Miller, and somebody LMG, and I can't see, let's see who's here, and Kat, and Jane. How you doing, Jane? And Kat, and I'm going to switch to the next page, and let's see if there's another page. I think we're there. We have some more people there. Aaron, that I'm missing. Nancy. And I think that's everybody who's in the room right now. There might be a few more coming in. Kat and Kate. Kate just kind of popped in. And let's see. And Jamie. All right. And Victoria. And I don't see. Well, anybody that I'm missing now, Bob. Okay, Bob and Bear. Where's Bob and Bear? Yeah, you have to keep circling around to make sure. And Jamie there and Victoria. Good to see you there. Oh, good. I think now we have everybody. It keeps. Oh no, Tushy. Is that how you say it? Yeah, she's here too. I think we've got everybody. Ruth in the UK. Wait, it's an international gathering. Good to see you, Ruth. I was wondering if we'd get some people from overseas. Yes, good to see you. And Nick Ward's in Leeds. Okay, there's another friend from overseas there. Great to see you there. And I think, and Sandy. Well, anybody that I missed, I'll say goodbye on the other end. So, Aloysius there? Good. I think we've got everybody. And let's thank Aaron. Aaron is running the show and doing a great job, I shall say. And we are going to have ourselves what we call a big time. That's right. Because I am introducing some friends. You know, that's one of the cool things is every once in a while Joe says, you know, Rick, you can bring in a few more people into the room so that we can hear some new music, new sounds. And when I heard that, I knew that I wanted to bring my very special friends that I've known for so many decades now, is Rik and Donna Nestler. And Rik and Donna have been singing songs about the environment, about boats, about sailing, and involved in the Sloop Clearwater for so many decades and doing so many good things. And Rik has this very special song that he wants to share with you today. And I'm looking for, where is Rik anyway? Is he up on the screen? Okay, I don't see him yet, so that's why. There he is! Well, Rik and Donna, it's good to see you here.
Good to be seen.
And they both are dressed in a festive attire.
It's your fault, Palieri.
That's right. I want everybody to look good. The world is, it's kind of crazy, so we might as well have fun. So there's a Hawaiian shirt day here. And if you didn't get the memo, next time we'll make sure that everyone gets the memo so we can all look festive together. So Rik and Donna, it's so great to have you here on the Daily Antidote of Song. You've kind of been in some of these programs, listening to friends, because there's a lot of our friends that are all gathered here. This is what I like to think about the Daily Antidote of Song, is it's a safe place. It's a special place where we gather once a day and we sing songs and we tell stories, and it kind of sets the rest of the day. So I wanted to know, Rik and Donna, what are you up to?
Well, we've been gradually coming out of the pandemic, doing some outside gigs, playing a couple of local barbecue joints, things like that, outdoor venues. We've also got a number of festivals coming up that we're going to be playing at. The first one coming up is actually a Clearwater Festival, the New Jersey Clearwater Festival.
We're playing on August 7th.
That'll be interesting. We're opening up the main stage on Sunday, on the 7th. So if you show up late, you're going to have to find us over at the Circle of Song or something like that. We're also going to be playing at the Wiscasset Schooner Fest, which you're going to be at also. So that ought to be a lot of fun. That'll be happening from the 18th until the 21st of
The music actually starts
August.
on the 19th.
The festival will start on the 18th. The music will start on the 19th. And we've got, the Portsmouth Maritime Music Festival.
In Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
In Portsmouth, New Hampshire. That's a festival that I haven't played at yet, so that ought to be interesting. We haven't been there yet.
And that's September 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
Now, the thing is that you really do specialize a lot in maritime music. So what is it about maritime music that really rings?
Well,
I own a boat.
also that I've made my living at times on boats, and we're both Coast Guard certified captains. We have licenses to carry passengers, and we also find the songs themselves, especially the traditional shanties, are great songs to sing along with. Sailors were never known for their, shall we say, high capacity for unique musical endeavors. So the choruses, which were used on board ships back in the great age of sail, were pretty simple to sing. So whenever you catch a hold of one of those choruses, you can sing them right through. More modern maritime music is infused with some more, I think, more meanings and more imagery that is very attractive, at least to myself and my darling wife here.
Now, Rick, one of the things is that we're kind of celebrating a little bit. I'm going to just hold this up here, folks. We're celebrating the fact that our friend Pete Seeger is now celebrated with this special postage stamp. As you can see, there's all the little stamps right here.
Yep.
And you have a song that you wrote that you're going to share with us because it has to do with Pete Seeger too, doesn't it?
Yep, it does. I think it's really neat at this point that Pete is on a stamp that is issued by the government that at one time had him blackballed. So I think it shows that how, as time goes by, things can get better. And Lord, we're going to need some time to go by soon. So this song was actually started by Pete back around 2008 to 2006, 2009, somewhere in there. He decided to write a song about a boat that he owned at one point. 10 years after the Clearwater was launched, Pete was looking at the boat and thought, well, it's a mighty fine boat, but it's kind of big to get into some of the small towns up and down the river. So what he did was he went to the designer of the Clearwater and had a smaller version of the Clearwater, about 1/3 size version of the Clearwater designed, and they were called ferry sloops. Where Clearwater is the type of boat that would go up and down the Hudson River, a ferry sloop would be the type of boat that would sail back and forth across the river. So he had a boat designed by Cy Hamlin, the guy who had designed Clearwater, and he named it the Woody Guthrie. I was lucky enough to sail with him off and on for about 10 years on the Woody Guthrie and her sister ship, the Sojourner Truth, and then again on Clearwater as a crew member there. And Pete got as far as borrowing a tune from Stephen Foster, a song that was written in 1848 called Old Uncle Ned, and then he wrote a verse and a chorus to the song, to that tune, Old Uncle Ned, and then decided to make copies of it and hand it out to his friends. And at the bottom was a little note that said, "This song needs more words." So I discovered the song back when we started to make the Rick's album, Sailing Pete's Chorus, and I decided to finish up the song, which I did. I wrote 3 more verses, and it came out pretty good. And what I ended up doing was using little stories and words, adapting stories that Pete would tell on the boat about life and sailing and a number of other things. And it's got a great chorus you can sing along on.
Aaron, I sent in the lyrics. If you can put that in the chat, it'd be great.
And it basically goes like this. I'll sing the line, and then we can try it all together. The chorus goes, "Say, raise the main and back the jib." Raise the main and back the jib. That refers to the 2 of the 3 sails that were on the boat. Main is the big sail in the back. Jib is in the forward part of the boat. Raise the main and back the jib. Now, the boat Woody Guthrie is still docked down in Beacon, New York. You can actually go out on it. 5 nights a week they sail. It's absolutely free. If you find yourself in Beacon at about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, you can go out for an evening sail on the boat. Doesn't cost a thing, and you get a chance to see where Pete used to sail his boat all the time. And that line is, let's see.
Let's head out.
Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. And then the next line is, the Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. And since we're all there and ready to go, we're all set to sail away. We're all set to sail away. Okay, when we put it all together, it sounds like this. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. So, think we got it? We're going to go right into that song now. We'll start out with a little introduction and go right into the verse. Ready? 1, 2, 3. She's got a cast iron keel and planks of oak, a mast of yellow pine, a big cockpit for 10 or more folks, and she suits us all just fine. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. We're headed down the river today, setting sail to make it to Cold Spring. Wind's on the nose and we'll be tacking all the way till we get across from Old Storm King. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. You can't go upwind sailing straight into it. You can sail off at an angle to and fro. Use what opposes you to gain your goal instead. That's a secret every sailor does know. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. Sometimes the wind's against you, sometimes it is your friend. Sometimes the wind, it just fails. Remember, you can't change the wind in the end, but you can always adjust the sails. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. I said that we're all set to sail away. You know where we're all set to sail away.
Well,
Amanda on Squeeze Box 2, yay! Oh, sorry.
That was so much fun. You could see everybody singing along and the squeeze boxes there, people dancing.
Dancing, yep.
Dancing around. I think that's one of the beautiful things about the Daily Antidote is we have this wonderful community of singers that people enjoy the music so much. And one of the things that some of the folks don't realize is that Rik also wrote a song that is very well known called The River That Flows Both Ways. And we'll have to do another show to get him to teach us that song too. And those songs happen to be on this album as well as many other albums. So this is the Steering Pete's Course album that we did together, and tell them a little bit about this album there, Rik.
Well, it was a fun project to do, but it took us a while to get around to doing it, simply because of the fact that. It came about 5 years. I think we finally released it about 5 years after Pete passed. Part of it was the fact that we didn't want to make a greatest hits album, but we did want to do something in honor of Pete. And what we struck upon was doing a tribute to Pete with all of the maritime, or a bunch of the maritime songs that he used to sing. Traditional ones, modern ones, and also some original ones that he had written. He'd actually written one of the songs that always amazes me. One of the songs that ended up on our album, there's probably only about 1,000 copies of it originally recorded, because it was for a Lake Champlain environmental outfit up there. But it was a song about saving the whales. I don't think they have many whales in Lake Champlain now, but that's not because of overhunting.
Well, they did have, they found skeletons of whales out
prehistoric times. It was all the greater part of Upper New York State was a giant lake at one point, or a giant sea.
So Rik Palieri, hold up the back of the album again to show them what the Woody Guthrie looks like.
Okay.
Higher.
There you go.
Back towards you a little bit. Down a little bit. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. So the main is the big sail in the back of the boat. The little
Quadrilateral.
The little sail on the front, the triangular sail on the front, is the jib.
So that's what you're hauling up.
And that's what we're talking about, hauling up. And that's actually a picture of the boat on Newburgh Bay.
So I think we have enough time so we can sing it all again. So everybody can get ready, get your maritime voices on.
Amanda, what key is your squeeze box in?
She's not in. She's muted.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Got a cast iron keel with planks of oak, a mast of yellow fine, a big cockpit for 2 more folks. She suits us all just fine. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away, headed down the river today, setting sail to make it to Cold Spring. The wind's on the nose and we'll be tacking all the way till we get across from Old Storm King. Raise the main and back the jib, let's head out to Newburgh Bay. sometimes it is your friend. Sometimes the wind, it just fails. Remember, you can't change the wind in the end, but you can always adjust the sails. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. Raise the main and back the jib. Let's head out to Newburgh Bay. The Sloop Woody Guthrie is a fine little boat. We're all set to sail away. I said, we're all set to sail away. You know that we're all set to sail away.
Woo-wee! Ha ha! Well, look at that. It's almost time for us to go. But I think that people are wondering, what key is your concertina in, Donna?
This is a stodgy 3-row. The middle row is the key of G, the bottom row is the key of D, but I have accidentals so I can play, supposedly, I play an E, A, C.
D.
Well, it has the key of D. I said that already. The accidentals let me play in other keys.
Well, it's been a lot of fun having you guys here. And you do have a website, right?
Well, we're on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page, Donna and Rick Nestler.
That's great. Well, it's time, I think, to say goodbye to everybody. It's been wonderful to have Donna and Rik Nestler here. Everybody have a good time?
We did.
I can see
you all for
everybody
singing along.
dancing and having a great time together. So we're going to have to say goodbye. It's always so hard to say goodbye. And if you guys want to play it instrumentally while we say goodbye, that's okay with me, because I'm gonna say goodbye to all of our good friends here. So we're gonna say goodbye to Kate in Charlottesville. Goodbye, Kate. Susan Miller in Seattle. Goodbye. Kevin Ennis. We'll say goodbye to you, Kevin. Cliff in Vermont. Goodbye, Cliff. Gary Hausner. All right. Goodbye, Jamie. Goodbye to you in Victoria, BC. Kathy in Cheyenne, the Stolen Lands. Okay, goodbye to you. And Luda from Victoria, BC. And Julie in Toronto. We'll say goodbye to you. And to Diane. And to Dennis in Victoria. And Amanda. And to Kevin, who's playing great flute. I can't hear it, but I'm sure it sounds great. And Ralph in Victoria. And Pat Cox over in Vermont. Say goodbye to you. Have a great day. Nick Wards in Leeds, UK. Have a good cup of tea. All right. And Jane in Texas. And Jane in Maryland. And Bob and Bear in Massachusetts. Goodbye. And LMG. And Aloysius. Okay. And Sandy E. in North Carolina, and Lorena, and Kate wandering, and I'm gonna go to page 2 and see if we've got anybody, and Nancy with a cow. All right, Nancy, goodbye to you. Martha, cooling down. All right, and Kate in Charlottesville. I think we've gone through everybody now. I think so. This is Rik Palieri here in the state of Vermont with Rik and Donna Nestler over in New York, and wishing everybody a great day. And
Rik was not born in Mexico City. Sorry.
And Rik was not born in Mexico City, but it was kind of funny. If you read the bio, it's New York City.